Do you feel like you're on a winning streak, or does it seem like you're not reaching your full potential? Either way, the science behind what's known as the winner effect is both fascinating and a little intimidating. Here's why. In a study, researchers observed two mice competing for territory. Mouse B was given a drug that made Mouse A almost certain to win. In the next round, Mouse B wasn't drugged, but Mouse A still had a much higher chance of winning because it now had more confidence, elevated testosterone, and prior victories reinforcing its dominance. This creates a powerful cycle that appears everywhere in life. Success builds on success. Take wealthy individuals, for example. Their riches grow exponentially because each success makes the next one easier. Entrepreneurs gain confidence with every achievement, attracting top talent, which in turn helps them build massive business empires. The same principle applies to athletes and even their fans. Testosterone levels spike after a win, even if they were just watching from the stands. The winner effect also applies to social dynamics. Men who receive more romantic attention become even more attractive to potential partners. Winning affects our brain chemistry and cognitive abilities, setting us up for future victories. But the reverse is also true. If you're stuck in a rut, full of doubt, or feel like you're constantly losing, it's easier to keep losing. That negative momentum can be just as self-reinforcing. So when thinking about the winner effect, the key question is, are you in an upward spiral or a downward one? This is the 5th video in our 90-day goal series, and it's a great time to reflect on which direction we're heading. Regardless of past results, we can harness the winner effect with a few simple adjustments. Neuroscientist Andrew Huberman even shared a useful tool to help rewire our perception of success. Personally, I've felt some negative momentum this year. In 2022, my channel skyrocketed, gaining hundreds of thousands of subscribers. But this year, my growth slowed dramatically. I nearly went bankrupt, and I had to let go of my team. Meanwhile, it seemed like other creators were blowing up. Looking back, I can see how the highs and lows in different areas of my life have affected my ability to keep winning. But here's the exciting part. The winner effect isn't just about actual success, it's about perception. This goes beyond reading about psychology or neuroscience. It's about cultivating a healthy relationship with your results. How do you feel about your progress this year? When I'm in a downward spiral, I tend to overlook my past wins. What helped me break out of this cycle was taking time to acknowledge and celebrate them. It's easy to downplay our achievements, thinking that wasn't a big deal or anyone could have done that. But a win is still a win. Maybe you feel like you haven't accomplished anything significant, like mediocrity has your picture in the dictionary. If that's the case, start by celebrating even the tiniest victories. Got dressed today? Sat down at your computer? Small actions prove you're capable. The brain doesn't distinguish much between big and small wins. It simply reinforces the belief that you can succeed. For example, in a recent community call, a member named Max shared that he met his goal of landing 3 clients in 90 days. But because they came from unexpected sources rather than direct outreach, he didn't feel like he had truly earned the success. The truth is, perception shapes how we experience winning. You could lose a boxing match but still take pride in lasting 4 rounds. You could get rejected by someone you like and still walk away thinking, I must be out of their league. It's all about perspective. One of the simplest ways to activate the winner effect is by training yourself to recognize wins. A great habit is writing down 3 victories at the end of each day. Over time, this repetition rewires your brain to automatically acknowledge success. But there's a catch. Celebrating the wrong wins can actually backfire. Andrew Huberman explained a fascinating study by Dr. Carol Dweck and Claudia Muller. They found that praising kids for being smart actually made them avoid challenges. They wanted to keep receiving praise without risking failure. Meanwhile, kids praised for their effort were more likely to choose harder problems and ultimately outperform the smart kids. The lesson? Rewarding effort, not just results, is the best way to improve performance. I realized I had an unhealthy relationship with my results. 2 of my recent videos had similar effort put into them, but one outperformed the other by 15 times. That was frustrating. But then I got an overwhelming number of messages from people saying they loved the less successful video. So which one is the bigger win? Success isn't just about external results. It's about falling in love with the process and recognizing what's within your control. Some people only pursue things that seem difficult, but the real key is defining what a win means for you. That way, you can reward yourself for taking the right actions. Is there ever a time when it's actually productive to feel like you failed? Not really. Maybe if you made a massive mistake, like using your baby as a projectile in ancient warfare, that might be an L. But otherwise, every setback can be reframed as either a win or a learning experience. Here's another wild insight. Your birth month can influence your success in sports. Studies show that professional athletes are disproportionately born in the first few months of the year. Why? Because as kids, they were slightly older, stronger, and had a competitive edge. That early advantage snowballed into more playing time, better coaching, and eventually, professional careers. That's the winner effect in action. Tim Ferriss pointed out that learning anything difficult requires early wins to build confidence. This is why so many success stories feature people who seem to fail for years, but they often had small victories that kept them going. For example, Gary Vee talks about struggling for a decade, but he also had early encouragement from his parents. Mr. Beast spent years uploading content, but most people don't realize his first video actually went viral. That early dopamine hit kept him going. If you're stuck in a rut, start with small wins. Even just waking up on time or taking a shower can be a win. Keep stacking those victories, and momentum will build. If all else fails, wrestle a 5-year-old instant win. Bad for the kid, but hey, someone's got to lose. Another crucial factor, keeping promises to yourself. If you constantly push tasks forward and don't follow through, you erode trust in yourself. Think about people in your life. There's a clear difference between those who keep their word and those who don't. Your quality of life is directly tied to your ability to honor commitments. Challenges like 75 Hard exist not just for fitness, but to rebuild trust in your own discipline. Finally, Visualization is a powerful way to tap into the winner effect. It's used by Olympic athletes, Navy SEALs, and elite performers. When I was 20, I had to leave Australia due to visa issues. I promised my girlfriend I'd return, but the only way was to start an online business. It seemed impossible. But I used visualization daily, imagining my return with such intensity that I even dreamed about it. That certainty changed everything. It helped me see opportunities I wouldn't have noticed otherwise. Your brain struggles to differentiate between real and imagined success. By visualizing future victories, you generate the confidence needed to take action. If you applied this mindset to your career, relationships, or goals, how would things change? I hope this video helps you reframe your relationship with results and step into that upward spiral. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.